It is a common injury for athletes that is also one of the most dreaded. ACL tears affect about 1 in 3,500 people a year in the U.S., with some studies showing women could be more at risk. And female athletes are also noticing an interesting coincidence. In this week's Health Link, we look at why their period might make them more vulnerable to injury.
Okay, so this is how this article starts out.
Seattle athletes Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe recently brought it up in their podcast, A Touch More.
When I tore my ACL in 1998, it was December of 98, so it was almost 99. But in 1998, nonetheless, the very first question the doctor asked me when I saw the surgeon, are you on your period?
Bird is referring to a coincidence that might not be such a coincidence after all.
This is why funding medical research matters, because then we can really answer these questions.
Dr. Cindy Lin is a clinical professor of sports and spine medicine at UW Medical Center. First, an explanation. ACL is short for anterior cruciate ligament, a rope-like ligament that crosses the center of the knee.
And it helps us to keep that knee stable. Doing activities such as running, jumping, pivoting, or change of direction activities, just like soccer or basketball or playing tennis. But when that rope, the ACL tears, it can lead to an unstable knee.
Such an injury could bench an athlete for months or even a year to fully recover and return to the court or the field. But whether the risk of getting one is at all linked to a woman's monthly period still needs to be confirmed.
Oftentimes, ACL tears are very multifactorial, meaning that it was a combination of other factors happening during play. And that's why it's so important that they're going to study this.
FIFA is funding a study in the UK based out of Kingston University, where researchers will study blood samples from female soccer players during various times of their cycle. Until we get results, what Dr. Lin does know.
Specifically, what's happening is that there's an increase in estrogen around the time of ovulation, which is when the egg is released. And that's believed to be associated with increased looseness of that ligament, right? That looseness of that rope that is strong across the center of our knee. And that might be what's increasing the risk of ACL tears.
Getting a better sense of whether hormones influence a woman's injury risk could help cue an athlete on when to go hard while training or playing and when to take it a little more easy.
By identifying whether there are certain parts of the menstrual cycle that are related to increased injury risk, then we can really start tailoring and individualizing it.
The Kingston University research team will also look at the most common ways athletes injure their ACL. You can read more about the study and check out our other HealthLink stories. Just text word HealthLink, all one word, to the number on your screen, 206-448-4545, and we'll send you a link.